¿Cuánto tiempo esperamos esta imagen? Un país entero festejando esto.
Una locura, la verdad que sí, que se hizo desear, pero es lo más lindo que hay. Mira lo que es hermosa, es hermosa.
Dale un beso para la gente de Argentina que la está viendo. Y...
¿Sabes cuánto le voy a besar? Es impresionante, la verdad que la deseaba muchísimo. Recién le decía ahí, alguna vez lo dije, que Dios me la iba a regalar, estaba seguro y presentía que era esta, que se estaba dando. Sufrimos un montón, pero lo conseguimos y acá está ahora a disfrutar. No vemos la hora de ya estar en Argentina para vivir la locura que va a ser eso y nada, pensar en disfrutar.
Era lo que le faltaba a tu carrera maravillosa. Muchos decían ya no te faltaba nada, pero vos igualmente lo intentabas esto. Vos internamente lo querías.
Sí, obvio que quería cerrar mi carrera con esto. Ya no puedo pedir nada, la verdad que bueno, que gracias a Dios me dio toda y cerrar casi ya mi carrera, porque ya son los últimos años seguramente, de esta manera es algo impresionante.
Más allá de lo que ganes o no, la gente espera la fecha FIFA para verte vestir la camiseta de la selección. Casi que con verte solamente la gente feliz. ¿Vos pensaste qué vas a hacer después? ¿Hay algo más después de esto?
La verdad que no, que va a haber después de esto. Pude conseguir en nada la Copa América Mundial, tanto que había luchado durante toda mi carrera, se me dio casi al final. Pero por otro lado me encanta el fútbol, me encanta lo que hago, lo disfruto y disfruto de estar en la selección, de estar con este grupo y obviamente que quiero seguir viviendo unos partidos más siendo campeón del mundo.
Argentina fans flooding it, of course. Great numbers of support. Let's run through some penalty shootouts stats, Jamie, and see how significant you think they are. Against Yugoslavia in the quarter-final in 1990, of course, they went on to lose to West Germany in the finals on penalties in 1990. They beat England in the round of 16 in 1998 in Saint Etienne, remember the heartache. Lost versus Germany in the quarter-finals of 2006. Won versus the Netherlands in the semi-final of 2014. Lost to Germany in the final that year. They beat the Netherlands in the quarter-final this final stage at 82. Beat Brazil in the quarters in 86. Beat Italy in the quarter-final in 98 on penalties en route to winning it in their home tournament, and lost versus Italy in that infamous Zinedine Zidane final of 2006. Does that history matter? It's mixed for both sides?
No. I mean, these players are not thinking about history right now. You know, all they're thinking about is pick your spot, keep your nerve, and try and keep yourself together, because I tell you, I've took that walk in a cup final and it is the longest walk. It's like walking in quicksand. And yeah, it's just about getting the lead out of your boots and having the nerve to hold your nerve, step up, commit to it, pick your spot, and hopefully you can tuck it away. The keepers have got nothing to lose here. Lloris, Martinez, one of them's going to be the hero.
Well, Messi and Lloris are now having a coin toss to the side,
yeah,
presumably.
see what end,
what do you want to do? You want to go first in a penalty shootout?
Yeah, you want to go first, yeah. Yeah, I think they've got the Argentina end. So it's at the Argentina end, and now they're going to toss the coin again to see who takes the first penalty. This is quite significant. This does matter.
So Lloris has won that toss.
Lloris won the toss. I'm not sure I couldn't hear what he said for who takes first. I would want to take the first penalty. You want to get the goal. You know, you want to get that one on target first and get your goal away. So if I was Lloris, I would have chose France to take the first penalty. So we will see what happens and who steps up first. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be at the Argentina fans' end.
How difficult for Kylian Mbappe to take a third penalty against Emi Martinez?
Yeah, I mean, of course, he's took two. He went left both times. Martinez went that way in the first one. He got a hand to it, and then he went the other way, and he sent him the wrong way. So now it's the third penalty. Let's see what happens.
Down the middle? Where's the best place to put it when you
over the bar? Like, hopefully, so Messi can win the World Cup. I mean, look, hopefully
Mbappe's going to take the first penalty.
Kylian Mbappe is taking the first penalty. So this is the third penalty that he's going to be taking in a World Cup final. Martinez got to one of them. Big puff of the cheeks from Mbappe.
You were saying his penalty prowess is
I'd go down the middle. He steps up, Oh, and he scores. He puts it in the top. He puts it in the top left, and Martinez actually gets a really good arm to it.
Yeah.
It's 2 he's got to.
It's a good dive, isn't it, with his left hand at the top?
You know what? It's just the pace and the power gets it in. It wasn't a great penalty. Messi now is stepping up for Argentina. So, as I said, your 2 best penalty takers step up. Can Messi hold his nerve?
After we've done, I mean, how impressive has the performance been from Messi today? A penalty and a goal in open play.
I mean, he's been unbelievable. Look, he's been unbelievable. In the first half, he was a joy to watch. Found it hard in the second half, but then in extra time, he steps up and creates another moment. Now he's got to do it again. He steps up against Lloris. The referee blows his whistle. Messi steps up and scores. Oh, it's a cheeky goal. I mean, he just stands Lloris up, doesn't even look at the ball. Lloris goes one way and he just rolls it into the other corner. It's like a tap. It's like a tap-in.
He's arguably the greatest player of all time.
It's actually ridiculous how you can step up in a World Cup final like that and just roll in a penalty like you're playing against your kids.
But for all the time he's played for Argentina and even in club football, have you seen him more relaxed than this? He seems to have just been personification of composure, doesn't he?
I mean, he's just got so much composure. He's got so much class. Got so much confidence in his ability. Kingsley Coman now steps up to take the second penalty for France.
He's changed the game.
Can he score? Oh, Martinez saves it! He saves it, Kingsley Coman. He goes...
There's an Argentinian in the back here. It
sounds like an Argentinian we've got here.
Well, that was yes, not C, but yeah.
This is the moment that Martinez has been waiting for. We know he loves penalty shootouts. Kingsley Coman tries to go down to his ball save for him.
It's a long way across by the time the penalty gets there. He knows,
yeah.
Right side the post.
Martinez loves these moments. He's made for these moments.
The Argentinian fans, and suddenly you think the pendulum swung your way, don't you, at this moment?
Oh, I couldn't. If England were in a World Cup final now and taking penalties, I don't think I could watch. I mean, I'm struggling to watch, and I'm English.
An Englishman rooting on Argentina.
Argentina step up. Oh my! He's tucked it down the middle.
It's a lot of pressure.
I can't even remember when.
How pressurised is that situation? We saw it with England in the Euros final, didn't we? To come on as a substitute and then take it.
It's actually a terrible penalty. He's just rolled it down the middle, and
Lloris just watch his feet go past.
Lloris just goes early, and it just goes down the middle. But now look, let's see. Martinez, look, he's made for these moments. You can see his chest is out.
Is he chatting there? Is he having a
chatting? He's given a bit of stick to Tchouaméni, I think it is.
How do you think Tchouaméni played today? Is this going to play?
He's been okay. He hasn't had one of his best games. He's done all right. Steps up and he's been good in the tournament. He steps up for France's third penalty, and he put it wide. France are going. Oh my God, they've thrown it away. Didier Deschamps is gutted. He's got his head in his hands. Tchouaméni's put it wide from the spot. A really poor penalty. Martinez goes the right way anyway. Saves this. Yeah. Martinez in penalty shootouts is ridiculously good. He gets in red. He's dancing. Martinez.
He's not going early, but he's getting nearly to the post.
Look, he's so good at penalty shootout. He's so good at penalty saves.
That spring, is it? That's a push off.
He just seems to get in your head, and he waits for the last moment to dive because he can back himself to get the spring to get there. Now we step up. Argentina's massive penalty. This. Oh, he scores!
For Argentina.
Paredes scores.
Another substitute scoring.
Another substitute. Wow.
And it's nice for him in a way, wasn't it? Because he was dropped for Di Maria, who made all the difference. But the fact that he can play a part in it, because he didn't do anything wrong in the second.
Yeah, look, he's had a great tournament. For me, Lloris, he's not great. I watch Lloris for Tottenham quite a lot, and he's not great at penalties. He's not great at penalties. You know,
was he leaving it to?
You know, like when he gets down, like that save there is not a great penalty. I think Martinez saves that. It wasn't a great penalty, but Paredes he hits it low. Lloris goes the right way, but it's a soft arm, so and it goes in.
They need to score this one, don't they? Really?
They have to score. They have to score to stay in it.
And who do you send out if you're France? Because you've got Kylian Mbappe who scored the
goal. Mouani. Carlos Mouani must score to stay in it, and he rifles it down the middle and scores.
Is that a good pen to take? Sometimes we saw Lineker against Cameroon in 1990, the second penalty he took.
Yeah, I mean, of course, yeah. Just you never go. You can't go wrong with. It's an option, isn't it?
Because he's seen Martinez.
The keeper can go. It's 50-50 for the keeper. They'll go left or go right. You've got three options. Do you go left? Do you go right? You stay down the middle. The keeper rarely stays.
It takes quite a lot of bravery for a goalkeeper to stay.
Yeah, sometimes the keeper will go right. I'll try and suss you out here, and I'll stand and wait. Right, this is the goal to win it. This is the goal to win the World Cup for Argentina. I'm trying to see what number it is. As soon as I see the number, I'll give you the name. Who is it?
Yeah, trying to see the referee's in the way at the moment, isn't it? It's
number 4. He scored! Argentina won the World Cup final! Montiel, who gives the penalty away in the dying moments, has won the World Cup. Wow!
What have you witnessed? To summarise this, in the pantheon of football games, where does this rate?
I have witnessed the best World Cup final I've ever seen in my life. We are witnessing history. We are witnessing history in the making. This will be talked about forever in the game. An unbelievable World Cup final, and Argentina and Lionel Messi have got it done. I mean, Mbappe's tried his hardest. He scored 3 goals to try and keep him in it. An unbelievable performance from him.
Yeah.
But Argentina have prevailed, and it is absolute pandemonium.
Gonzalo Montiel scores the winning penalty, 4-2. Argentina scored all 4 of them, but Lionel Messi setting him on the way in the shootout, scoring 2 goals in the match itself as well. Does this settle the debate? Is Lionel Messi the
Lionel Messi is now the greatest player to ever play the game, in my opinion. The performance that he's put throughout this tournament, to step up and score again in a penalty shootout, he is the greatest player to ever play the game. He is now that man.
And how even more impressive to do it at the age of 35, to manage himself, to be so influential, to score 7 goals in a World Cup, to now have 13 World Cup goals for his country.
I mean, it's unbelievable. I'm actually getting emotional sat here watching it. I'm not even... They're crying their eyes out. Everyone's hugging Messi. They know how massive that is for him as a person, how big it is for the nation. And Mbappe's absolutely devastated, but he's won 1 World Cup. Messi deserves this. Messi deserves this World Cup for what he's given us for all these years. An unbelievable player. And it was just written in the stars. The moment was written in the stars. And Mbappe tried his hardest to stop it from happening.
Yeah, a hat-trick. First hat-trick in a World Cup final since Sir Geoff Hurst in 1966. I mean, the second man to do that. He scores a penalty as well.
How do you think he feels? First hat-trick in a World Cup final, and you still lose. I mean, unbelievable. That is what resolve they've shown Argentina to get it done.
Lionel Messi then, now 10 La Liga titles, he's won a Ligue 1 title, he's won 4 Champions League, he's won 7 Ballon d'Ors, but now the World Cup. Does this just reflect, the importance we put upon it? Because people are questioning whether he loved this country. For a boy from Rosario, left to Barcelona at 13. Does this prove it unequivocally?
Of course he loves his country. Look at him. Look at the way he's played. Of course he does. He come over to Spain to go and play for Barcelona. You know, you can't fault him for that. He's been one of the greatest players. He is the greatest player to ever play the game. We have watched history today. Probably the best World Cup final I've ever seen. Probably some of the best moments we're ever likely to witness. Goals in extra time, and Mbappe scoring, coming back from 2-0 down. And then finally, Lionel Messi gets the World Cup over the line for him. They're hugging him, they're crying. I mean, what a moment. One of the best, that is one of the best things I've ever watched.
Talk about the brotherhood there with Argentina, the camaraderie. They come in with that long unbeaten run that you mentioned, then they lose to Saudi Arabia, but they rally around. How important has been the team chemistry, the team tactics to support Messi, to do his running, to allow him this platform?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, they come into the tournament, 35 games, I think, unbeaten. Didn't start the tournament well, and then Alvarez obviously come to the fore. All of a sudden got a little bit of a relationship with Lionel Messi, grew into the tournament. Argentina all of a sudden grew into the tournament. Once they got into the knockout stages, they kind of come alive. Messi could sense the moment. I think that the Argentinian fans have been absolutely amazing. They haven't stopped singing. They've made this World Cup special. And I think as the tournament grew on, Messi kind of just all of a sudden got that confidence, got that feeling. When they saw Brazil get knocked out, they're thinking, wow, you know, we haven't got to play Brazil in a semi-final to make it. You know, they've almost got it's an easier game for them, really, to try and, you know, to play Croatia. And they sensed the moment and they've took it.
How important for the World Cup is it for a non-European side to win it for the first time since 2002? Does it give extra kudos and vindication to the tournament that it's not just European nations dominating?
Yeah, of course. I mean, look, we look at Brazil and Argentina and, you know, we love watching them play. We love seeing what they're about. We don't watch them all the time because, you know, they play in the South American football and we don't stay on top of it as much. We see France play, we have the Nations League, so we're watching them. And then it comes to a World Cup and all of a sudden you've got, you know, the big South American sides in Brazil and Argentina, and they always go in as one of the favourites. And, you know, I thought Brazil would win it. They were my favourites at the start of the tournament. but you can't write off Lionel Messi. It was written in the stars. It's written in the stars, that moment for him. You can't write that career. You can't write what we've just seen today. The fact that that's his last World Cup match and the last thing that he does is score a penalty to win the World Cup for Argentina. It's incredible.
And how formative could this be for Kylian Mbappe? He turns 24 in 2 days' time. He's already won a World Cup 4 years ago in Russia. Do you expect this to be something that he rebounds from in a way, despite obviously he's played incredibly today, but that he kind of forges character from this?
Listen, he's won a World Cup, so it's not like he's not searching for it. He's won one. And his performance in the last 15 minutes and in an extra time was sensational. He come alive. He is now going to take over from Lionel Messi, who's being the best player on the planet. When Messi retires, it's going to be Mbappe that we're all watching and we'll be loving his brilliance. We're already, you know, seeing his brilliance and what he's doing in major tournaments and how good he is. But this was Messi's moment. This was Messi's moment. And everyone who loves football, who loves watching the brilliance and the genius that we've had over the last, 10, 15 years of Messi, wanted this moment for him. You know, unlucky to France.
Won the Copa America last year as well.
You know, and he won the Copa America, which is massive. We don't appreciate how big that tournament is because we think it's all about the Euros. But the Copa America to them is one of the biggest tournaments to win. Is the second biggest tournament you can win. So he's won that and then gone and won a World Cup. Wow. Incredible for Messi.
98 goals for his country.
If I was him now, I'd hang my boot. I'd walk off the pitch, I'd hang my boots up and say, thanks for coming.
Jamie, you've been brilliant for an exhausting couple of hours or so. Let's go live, though, to the venue outside the Lusail Stadium. Our chief
teams, two incredible players, Kylian Mbappe, Lionel Messi. It ended up being Mbappe 3, Messi 2. But, of course, Di Maria scored as well. And Argentina were absolutely clinical when it came to the penalty shootout. And I think the difference was this, from where I was sitting, is that Messi produced for 120 minutes. He produced in the first half, the second half, throughout extra time as well. Whereas Mbappe was very, very quiet in the first half. He only came to life late in the second half when he switched from playing out wide to playing through the middle, and when Angel Di Maria had been substituted. But an incredible game, so much drama. I've got about 5 pages of notes that I've made about everything that was going on and all the goal scorers. But look, you said it before you came to me. This will be remembered as Lionel Messi's crowning glory. And all those people who say he's not the greatest of all time because he hasn't won the World Cup. Maradona won it, Pele won it. Well, Messi and all his supporters can turn round and say he proved you wrong. He won 12 league titles, he won 4 Champions Leagues, he won 7 Ballon d'Ors, he was Argentinian Player of the Year 14 times, he won the Copa America, and to cap it all, he won the World Cup as well.
Previously as well, hadn't he, Kaveh Solokol? He made his debut in 2005. There was a tense relationship at times with the Argentinian support. How much credit does Lionel Scaloni do for not only integrating Messi back in and getting the best out of him, but also getting a team around him that worked so hard and showed so much resolve in that final today after being pegged back on a couple of occasions?
Look, he's an absolutely incredible individual, an incredible manager.
Golazo!